With Stellantis laying off 1,100 workers at its Toledo Jeep Assembly Complex due to sagging sales, the automaker's foothold in Toledo, some would say, is on the rockiest ground that it's been in decades. Michael Sandlin joins us with more from outside the Toledo Assembly plant. Michael, what may be the next step for Jeep and Toledo proper?
Well, Jeff, it all comes down to who you ask. Toledo's Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz says that these layoffs are only a bump in the road for Toledo's auto manufacturing, saying he believes that Jeep will become a major part of the city's economy for years to come. But I also reached out to WWJ Radio's Jeff Gilbert, an automotive journalist who says he thinks the future looks a little more murky. Now, speaking to him earlier today, he tells me that he says Stellantis isn't in a strong position. Their vehicles have been struggling with lagging sales, including the Jeep Wrangler and the Gladiator, the two vehicles produced here in Toledo. And in fact, it was an entire shift from the Gladiator line that was shut down. Gilbert says the automaker won't let any factory operating only on one shift to sit for long. But he says this could spell changes for the Jeep North plant. Either a new product could be added or one of the current ones could be taken away. But he says brass tacks, the idea of Jeep leaving Toledo entirely doesn't seem likely.
I don't think it's a realistic fear just because, as I mentioned earlier, these are some of the newest plants in the system. I believe the first Jeep plant opened in the very late 90s when it was Daimler Chrysler, and the South plant opened shortly after that. So, by auto plant standards, these are newer plants. So car makers tend to prioritize their newer plants. That said, anything can happen.
And there could be more changes coming. We've been telling you for months about an EV Gladiator line that's supposed to be coming to the plant. But Gilbert says as the Trump administration begins to push away from EV lines, auto manufacturers like Stellantis and Jeep are beginning to rethink their product lines. I reached out to UAW Local 12 to get their take on that possibility. At this time, I've not heard back. Reporting in North Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.